Jeremiah the prophet tells the people of Israel, "Do no wrong or violence to the alien, the fatherless, or the widow." God defended the cause of the poor and the needy, and so all went well. Is that not what it means to know me, declares the Lord? In our country today, there is a rising national debate about illegal immigration. What is the heart of God? How will we know God through this volatile debate? What laws we create affect how people are treated. What does it look like to love our neighbor? What does it look like to defend the cause of the poor and the needy, yet live under the laws of our country? In October 2008, the illegal immigrant population stood at 12 million. The state of Arizona has 450,000 of those illegal immigrants. We live in a country that is founded by aliens who fought against oppression in their homeland and came to this country to experience freedom for the first time, including freedom of religion and freedom of speech. Many came because they believed in a world without oppression, a world where people are created equal, where all people are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, rights that give people liberty and the opportunity to pursue happiness. This was not always true for all races in the United States. In the 1950s and 60s, many fought for American civil rights, resulting in outlawing racial discrimination against African Americans. On April 23, 2010, Arizona Governor Jan Brewer signed into a new law to give more power to the local enforcement officials to arrest illegal immigrants in the state of Arizona. She said the law represents another tool for the state to work to solve crises we did not create. And the federal government has refused to fix the crisis caused by illegal immigration in Arizona's porous borders. This new law has created fear in neighborhoods of people who are citizens, and people, even though they may have lived in the country most of their life, they soon will be treated as enemies of the United States. The law is considered to be among the toughest immigration measures in the nation. To a great many other people, however, it screams racial profiling. A University of Arizona law professor said, "The law still allows the consideration of race as a factor. Someone can be thrown into jail if they're asked for their immigration paperwork and they cannot provide it." Sheriff Joe Arpaio in Phoenix said, "Everyone that crosses that border should be arrested and put in jail." The legislatures in Arizona decided they wanted to remove the handcuffs from the police and sheriff deputies so that they can do their work. The downside of this law is that it gives more power to the individual officer to enforce the law based on their perceptions and may lead to racial profiling, which is illegal in the United States. Arizona Representative Sinema said there are 40,000 unserved felony warrants in Maricopa County. We prefer that Sheriff Joe spend his time issuing those warrants and tracking down those felons rather than finding opportunities to arrest janitors in the city of Mesa. A professor of criminology at Northern Arizona University said, "The law increases the number of instances in which officers inclined to racially profile can do so. How will this law be implemented and protect the 14th Amendment, which states that no state shall deny any person within its jurisdiction equal protection under the laws?" A 70-year-old U.S. citizen of Spanish and Chinese ethnic background named in a lawsuit contends Arizona police have asked twice for papers. A Latino ASU student and U.S. citizen says that the police would not accept his New Mexico driver's license as proof of citizenship. President Obama, in his Cinco de Mayo speech on May 5th, spoke against the new Arizona law.
But the answer isn't to undermine fundamental principles that define us as a nation. We can't start singling out people because of who they look like or how they talk or how they dress. We can't turn law-abiding American citizens and law-abiding immigrants into subjects of suspicion and abuse. We can't divide the American people that way. That's not the answer. It's not who we are as the United States of America.
In downtown Phoenix, friends at a local Christian ministry have seen armed men invade homes with guns and helicopters. When the rumors of mass rage spread, many of these people flee both their homes and their places of work and head for the church at the neighborhood center, the only place they feel safe and secure. How long will we allow police to invade churches if they are suspected of harboring undocumented people? When this law is enacted in July 1st, 2010, will our police grant all people rights that give liberty and opportunity to pursue happiness? Or will they take the 20-year-old back to a country they have not visited since they were 5 and dump them on a road somewhere, left to fend for themselves? This is not just about Arizona, but about all of us and about what kind of country we want to be. It's time to stand up to this new strategy of deportation by attrition or creating fear as an act of deliberate political cruelty. Jesus has challenged us to love our neighbor and invite a stranger into our homes. Whatever we do to the least of these, we do to him. Jesus said to the righteous, "When I was hungry, you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me." This law promises to divide communities in Arizona and throughout the United States. People will become more fearful and less safe. When Jesus saw the crowds, he had compassion on them because they were harassed and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd. Then he said to his disciples, "The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Ask the Lord of the harvest, therefore, to send out workers into his harvest field." God's heart is to defend the cause of the poor and the needy. How will we know God through this volatile debate? How will you respond? What will you do?